and try not to blind him. That's an owl. My first time ever seeing one in person. Holy crap.
That is amazing.
He's just sitting there watching us.
There's literally an owl just sitting right on the branch.
Just gorgeous setting sun here in northeast Pennsylvania. And we have just enough daylight for what I'm calling some Google random finds. These are locations that I found on Google Maps or that were shared with me, but don't know what we're going to find until we actually arrive on location. And we're here at our first location here. Behind me, as you can tell, is a cemetery, and in the woods here is a structure. This is one of the proposed locations, and there is indeed something to see here. So we're going to head through the woods here, check it out. Don't know much about it, but maybe we'll discover some more as we get inside and see it up close and personal. So if you want to see what else we discovered today on this little Google random finds video, all you gotta do is come along with me and we'll discover it together. Oh, there's actually some hidden tombstones back here. Was not expecting that. But in the distance you do see where Alan's walking. There is a building. It says keep out, but the door is open. Not really sure what this is. And it looks like it's pretty empty. It is a stone. There's a flashlight right there on the ground. So if this has something to do with the cemetery here, it would make sense if it was maybe a type of maintenance building, or if you guys maybe can recognize it as something different. But behind it though, there's actually more foundations here. Oh, here's the backside. It actually has gated windows. It's almost like a jail. That's looking towards the door where we just were. So here's a backside view. It's pretty neat. I do like the gates though. It's definitely going to keep people out or keep someone in. So there's clearly ruins to something. I am walking right now on a type of foundation here, so something was here, almost like maybe a garage or something. I don't think it's anything for burials as far as I could tell. But the cemetery though is pretty expansive. It's on both sides of the road. There's actually a lot to see. So one of the other locations we actually found on the way coming here is in another section of the cemetery, which looks like an abandoned structure. There's holes in the roof, doors open, and it's actually in the cemetery. So that will probably be the next find that I'm going to share with you after we check out this location here. There is a trail here. Alan's walking down further. I don't know how far it goes, where it leads to, but we'll just take a little gander for ourselves. There's a divider wall, stone wall, like a property line. So you can see where it keeps going. It's like a divider property line. But it is a nice section of woods though. All right, back to the car. We're gonna drive over to the next location. Okay, just like that, we're at our next location here. And this is in a different part of the cemetery, still the same area, and we do have an abandoned structure, pretty dilapidated. Might be another one up there too in the woods. So I just glanced, there's another structure up there too, so it might be another location here as well. I'm not sure if this was maybe a caretaker's home or what, but it's seen better days. Oh yes, his office. Keep out. It has the big door latch on it. Oh, there's all kinds of goodies in here. There's a workbench, there's a sewing table, there's tools.
There's an RJ.
There's a door. So while they're in there, we'll give them their space. Here's something here. X marks the spot. So, appears to be a former office. Got a broken headstone back here. Says the full walk around tour. And yeah, there is an opening. See remnants of a light fixture. Anything good?
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Is that a sewing table?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
It's got a electric motor on it. Hand planer.
I do like the door though, with that big handle. And you can tell by the roof it's got that natural skylight built in for plenty of bright sunlight and ventilation. But it's a nice looking little structure, stone. That looks like an addition since it's a cinder block. But it probably hasn't been used in decades. But I think we're gonna venture further up. Looks like there might be something else to check out there as well. So for a point of reference, there's the structure we just came from, the office. And now we do have another structure here just on the border of the property. Not sure about you guys, but I think this cemetery is gonna call for a revisit in the warmer months to thoroughly check it out, do a walking tour, because it is pretty spread out. There's multiple cemeteries here on the premises, and it's on both sides of the road. This almost looks like a little concession stand. It's got some railroad tracks on top. Yeah, so they're using narrow gauge rail for supports. There's some flower pots in there, tires, a pipe. Some type of maybe valve house or something. Pay close attention to what we see here. Tell me what you think it is, because this one is a bit perplexing. There is a pipe inside, I know that. Yeah, I can't even really get to it, but on top here, oh, okay. This might have been a water tank. There's rings here from like a barrel that was on top. This is something like a water holding tank. Yeah, that's the wood that went around it. That's like a big water barrel. Oh, that's pretty unique. So, yeah, I think we just discovered what it is. This is the base of a water tank.
Oh, yeah?
Those are the rings that would have like for a barrel, like wooden planks around it.
Yep.
That's why they have narrow gauge track to hold up all that weight. And there is a valve inside, a pipe. Probably dispenses water throughout the cemetery. Yeah, I think we solved the mystery. I'm sure there's a proper name for it, but you can actually see though the base of it though, it's round and the rings are there. It's just most of the lumber is gone. But I never saw one like this in a cemetery. So I mean, do you think it was for water for the cemetery, for the caretakers, or for some other reason? That I do not know. So maybe you guys can help me out with that. All right, so we just got that structure down. That was our third one so far, and have about 3 or 4 more Google Maps finds to head to, and we've got about an hour left of daylight, so let's not waste any more time. Let's keep moving. Next location is right behind this little shrine here. We spotted that from the road, and Alan said, I think there's something behind it. Lo and behold, there is. So watch your footing, could be slippery. Looks like a castle almost. Looks like it might be welded shut. So yeah, just tools and stuff. Got a ladder in there, a workbench, buckets. Oh, it's got more railroad tracks. Those are the full scale. Metal corrugated roof. Railroad tracks. This is like really like rustic looking, so to speak, for lack of a better word. It's like, looks like it's just thrown together like with what they had on the premises here. It's completely solid and sealed up. There is a gap there in the top, but otherwise there's no windows or anything that we could see. But again, just another oddity here in the cemetery grounds. There is one window here. Let me see if we get a peek in there. Yeah, so there's a hoses hanging there. Just some various items. Probably the cemetery staff would have access to that, but looks like it's not really currently used. I'll give you just a quick peek on the other side what that looks like too. And here's the front side. That's actually a gorgeous picture. Wow. Got the statue there. There's some people laid to rest here. Someone of some wealth and importance to have something like that constructed for them. So as you can tell, we did change location. We have something right here. It's our next proposed Google find. There's a structure up here, or what's left of it up here in the woods. She looks like maybe something here. There's a sinkhole here, or a subsidence. That is not what we're looking for though, but just wanted to note that it is right near the location. We are losing daylight too, so I know it's not going to be the best quality image, but I do at least have a flashlight. Watch your heads, there's some low spots. Oh, this is pretty neat actually. Yeah, this is not what I was expecting. There might be more in the woods there too. But yeah, look at what we have here. There's some like compartments or chambers here. So we are basically looking at the base of something here. Probably some type of equipment up on top. There's some kind of deep pits too. But you can see some big like anchor bolts here. So something was mounted here, without a doubt. And there is more right there too. Yeah, from here, it's about a 15-foot drop. What do you guys think? Something was mounted here, and if so, what do you think it was? It's almost like a slide right here. It's sloped down. This is nature's carpet. Not the best quality, but it's there. Gonna take a little gander down here. Yeah, so just looking into the base here. So we were just standing on top of there just a moment ago. There's looking down. You actually see my light there. So it's all interconnected. And there's these channels along the side here. So don't know what to make of it. It is rather odd and unique, and was big enough and stood out enough to be picked up on Google Maps. Directly behind that is something else here, made out of concrete. You think it's going to be empty on the inside, or you think it's going to be solid? I think empty. Yep, we're correct. Well, let's go check it out. Tight squeeze. It's big enough for one JP. Yes, this is like, I can rest my elbows here. It's actually a pretty narrow chamber, whatever it is. But you can see some anchor bolts along the way. Got to squeeze his shoulders in. There's a good perspective with him going in it. He's a little bit narrower than me, but as we back up, I'll give you an overall view. What do you guys think it is, or what it was used for? I think it has something to do with what we saw down below. Something I think was still mounted here and maybe went down towards that lower location. That's my thoughts. Not a bad hiding spot. or if you have to do your business. There is a trail here though, so the area is frequented by locals probably. Is there anything up there? So Alan's up ahead, he's gonna check out the trail, see if it leads to anything important or worth sharing. If so, we'll bring you up there. If not, we do have at least one more location to get to, and we're losing daylight fast, so we'll see what happens in the next few moments. All right, so we reached our next location, but we did hit a dead end because it's requiring a permit or pass. This says Reading Famous Outdoors, and it's basically an all-terrain park, but it says that you must require a pass, no trespassing. So back there, I'll show this, the screenshot on Google Maps. There's actually a big, large drag crane, which I wanted to get to show you because it's part of some coal mining equipment, and it's now reclaimed land, which is now an all-terrain park. But I was not aware of that coming here, so we unfortunately won't be able to get back there today. In the future, if I'm able to obtain a pass, definitely will return. But in the meantime, we do have one final location, and it's a few minutes away from here. If we could get to it and explore it, we will. If not, I will do an outro from there. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, we arrived at our final location. It's considerably darker, and we do have our flashlights. This is not what we came to find. It's further back in the woods. There's a lot of things dumped to the ground here. There's a cap to a truck. It's definitely a garage. But I think this is going to be worth it, so let's try to get through here. Oh yeah. You guys can't see it yet, but here, there. We have an abandoned house. And this is another Google random find. Didn't know if this is going to be here or not. This has a different vibe at nighttime, I'll tell you that. We got a little coal chute here, coal storage. Very tiny basement. There's a very low ceiling on it. See if we can find another way upstairs. Oh, there's a well here. A well. Yeah. A deep well. Wow. I'm going to try to give you a shot of this, guys. This goes scary deep. Wow, that is at least 30, 40 feet. Holy crap. Oh, we do have an open door policy. All right, be careful, guys. Don't step on anything sharp or dangerous. This is pretty trash. Gotta watch for weak spots in the floor. This is kind of sketchy. Oh yeah, this whole floor is sunken down. So this floor, which I believe is the kitchen area, is partially collapsed. There's no way I could step on that, I don't think. And the steps to go upstairs, I think, are right there too. Darn it. Yeah, that's actually collapsing in on itself. This whole floor is kind of beveled downwards. Steps are right there, but it's collapsed, like the floor's caving in. So unfortunately, we don't think we're going to be able to make it upstairs. You can see some paneling covering some stone and brick. Definitely the kitchen. This is pretty bad. There's what's left of a TV right there. That's unfortunate. I wanted to go upstairs. May try to get around the back of the house. We'll see if we can see anything from the back. So I'll see you guys out there. May or may not be able to see there's some ash coming out there. Had probably a coal furnace. Oh, geez! There's an owl.
Holy crap.
Oh, I never saw an owl before. I gotta take a picture, guys, with my phone. Hang on. And try not to blind him. That's an owl. My first time ever seeing one in person. Holy crap.
That is amazing.
They're just sitting there watching us.
There's literally an owl just sitting right on the branch.
That was unexpected. We might be in luck. Here's the upstairs. I could stick you guys through the window. So I can't really see right now, so you guys are seeing it. Here's the upstairs rooms.
Oh, I can see right in there. Huh? I can see right in.
Oh, no one likes a bragger. Yeah, so couldn't get in there from the downstairs, but from the back window. It's at least a glimpse inside.
Nothing crazy, but definitely interesting.
So those guys are getting their shots, so you can check out their videos as well. All right, sorry for the bad lighting. We just finished up the house. I think there's another structure here on this property. We're gonna try to locate that, film that, and then we'll probably get in the car to do the wrap up of the video because it is pretty dark out here and don't want to come across any crazies. Okay, we have another house here. It's very hard at nighttime. Oh, the whole front's collapsed. I hear water too. This is in bad shape. There's mattresses right there. Sketchy. Even this windowsill right here is crooked. And the whole front half is gone. Nothing's holding up the second floor right there. Yeah, so here's a good look. This is, wow, completely ripped off itself. So here's one more look. It's not going to be standing much longer. It has actually those like tar shingles for the siding as well. So as you can probably hear, there's cars driving by, so we're killing our lights not to draw any attention to ourselves, but... And there is a basement. I'll give you guys a look at that. Talking to camera. Oh, we got a baby stroller.
Light.
All right, let's do this before any more cars come. Here's the breaker box. We got the twist-in fuses, TV, multiple tires, some headlights and plateware, cups, and that is the collapse right there. Here's the floor joists under the main portion, and a mop bucket, and a electric weed whacker. Stone foundation. This is a pretty old home. 2 homes on the property and a garage, so garage is cinder block, more recent, but these have not been lived in for a long time. All right, guys, that's going to conclude our random Google Finds adventure today. It was a complete success with only one location that was not accessible with that drag line crane. Other than that, we found everything else that we wanted to find on Google Maps and some bonus locations in the cemetery as well. So it turned out to be a great time. Although we are here in the darkness, we trudged on and we were able to show you there was a couple abandoned houses. So if you did enjoy it and appreciate our efforts, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I had a great time making this for you. And I want to thank you for joining me for another crazy adventure here on the JPVideos channel. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, to consider subscribing if you like this content. And if you do, ring that notification bell and select all. That way you'll be alerted whenever I upload new content. So with that said, thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Where the heck is it? Well, somebody lead the way, because I don't know where I'm going. These cars are a pain in the ass. That's not what we're trying to film here.